What's up, guys? Gonna go on a little bit of a rant about some things I learned today before I forget. I need to tone down, like, a lot. I just need to not judge people, not be too afraid to leave my damn apartment because of the damage I've done on social media, and I don't even think it's been much damage, but it has. I mean, I've publicly called people out to fights. I've said some crazy shit. Excuse my language, but I'm a firm believer in my destiny, okay? And my brother came over today and we talked a lot about destiny because I wouldn't shut the hell up, to be honest with you. And I'm telling him, like, I made a lot of mistakes in my life, I missed opportunities. I dropped out of college when I was 19 years old. That if I would have stayed in school, I probably wouldn't be freaking loser right now or whatever. But other things, so many other things. I won't get into all my personal details on this video, but we all make mistakes, and I still believe in destiny. But he basically put it, if it was your destiny, then it wasn't a mistake. It was meant to be. And, it made a lot of sense. It just made so much sense. Thinking about the mistakes that I made and who I am today and why I am the way I am. Because if I would have stayed in school, I would have been only God knows what. There's a direction that I'm trying to follow. I'm trying to stay on the straight and narrow, the road to heaven, I'll call it. And it's in the Bible, apparently. It's salvation, accepting Jesus into your heart, following him. I remember, I don't know what he is exactly, but he had a vision. His name's Bill Weiss, of being in hell for 23 minutes. It was a fascinating story. I reconnected with it about a month and a half ago, maybe sooner than that, I'm not sure, but I'm like 100% sure that I read that book while I was incarcerated as a kid. Because I wasn't a big reader, but there's a few books. There's one book in particular I remember reading in jail, which was Angels and Demons and the Da Vinci Code. I read both of them, which they were fascinating to me. But I'm pretty sure I read 23 Minutes in Hell. It's Bill Weiss's book. And I was blown away by that book, too. Because jail is hell on earth in a lot of ways. It's a lot less severe if you believe in hell. Some people don't. Some people don't believe in anything. Some people believe in whatever you believe in. And I'm not here to question your beliefs. If you think Jesus was just a man, sure, he was. He was a man. If you think he wasn't the Son of God, sure, maybe he wasn't. But I genuinely believe that we all are Jesus Christ. All of us. But you have to accept that if you want to go to heaven, apparently. That's what Christianity believes. Now, some people believe I'm a good person, I'm going to get to heaven because I'm a good person. Maybe. But if you're a good person and you don't believe in Jesus Christ, maybe not. I don't know. You don't know. Nobody knows. We know what we're told, what we're taught. And the things that we're taught, especially in America, is so insignificant. I mean, how many things that have you learned in school that mean absolutely freaking nothing to your life today, 15 years later after graduating high school? I mean, I've never used freaking calculus in my life. I've never used algebra in my life. I add, subtract, I multiply, and divide. I learned that in elementary school. Why do we spend all of our high school years learning something we're never going to freaking use? I'm not a chemist. It's because just as God is testing us every day, society tests us. And they want to know who the A students are, who the sheeple are, and who the losers are. Like me, the guy who gets F's and D's because I skipped school every freaking day and didn't pay attention to the teachers. Because it was my destiny, I guess. Back to the old point. But you know what? Some people believe that people who don't get good grades in school are the smart ones because we know that what they're teaching us is useless information. And a lot of it is, but a lot of it isn't. I mean, because it doesn't matter what you're taught, man. Because you go and talk to somebody about it. Let's use Christopher Columbus as an example. You know, we're taught in school about Christopher Columbus, sailed the ocean blue, 1492, whatever the heck it is. I don't remember exactly, but he found America by accident. They didn't teach us that in school. It's common knowledge now, but if you were talking about that, it's like, no, you're wrong. No, you're wrong. And then we're fighting each other over something stupid like Christopher Columbus. I always like to use sports as an analogy. Like, oh, you're an Eagles fan. I hate you because you like the 49ers and I like the Eagles. So I'm going to get in your face and fight you. Like what happened to my friend and neighbor when he went to the Eagles game just because they were wearing a 49ers jersey and they were at Eagle Stadium. You know how Philly fans are. But that's just dividing, man. It's all dividing. Denominations and Christianity is dividing. All religion is divided, which is why people have been murdering each other for centuries. Because everybody thinks they know the answer. Or one in particular person thinks they know the answer, and then everybody starts following that person, and then all of a sudden that person's telling you kill that guy because of what he believes in, which is just ludicrous. It's ludicrous. We don't need to kill people. I've never killed anybody in my whole life. Ever. I've lied about it though. I used to tell people I did to be intimidating and make people feel sorry for me. I'll tell that story. So I was in the middle of Camden, New Jersey. It's one of the most horrible freaking cities in America. Drugs, violence, gangs, you name it. And me, as a 15-year-old white boy in the middle of the hood, would sneak out every night to go to the gas station and buy cigarettes. Because I had a beard and I looked like I was old enough, and it's the freaking hood. They don't care about your identification. And one night we got approached by a homeless man. And I used to walk around with like a beat stick in my jacket. Like literally, if somebody was to rob me or do anything, I was prepared to whack them upside the head. And a homeless man came up to me and my other white boyfriend. His name was Dale. I'll never forget him. He was my roommate. Good friend. I haven't talked to him in a while. I tried to reach out. Didn't get response, but probably doesn't use Facebook anymore. But I would always tell people, ex-girlfriends, family, yeah, anybody who I felt comfortable enough to tell this story to, that I killed him. He pulled out a knife and tried to rob us, and I killed him. But that's a lie. That never happened. He just bummed a cigarette off of us and made us really freaking uncomfortable at 3, 4 o'clock in the morning in the middle of the hood, being approached by a homeless man and being scared shitless. But he just wanted a cigarette, and he smoked a cigarette with us, and then we went about our business. I don't know why I lied to so many people about that. Not so many people, but I'm sure if you're an ex-girlfriend and you're watching this video, you're probably thinking, oh yeah, he told me that story. I always believed him, but I lied. I'm confessing. That was a lie. I never killed anybody. I imagined I did, though. I imagined what I would have done if he had a knife and what I would have done to save my life and my friend. And sometimes I imagine that I'm capable of doing that. And I probably am, but that doesn't mean I'm going to. If you're telling me you wouldn't kill somebody for your kid, or kill somebody for your dog, or kill somebody for food, or kill somebody for whatever, then you're probably either a liar or a coward. And I ain't no damn coward. I'm also not a damn liar anymore. I take telling the truth very freaking seriously, and I tell people to their face what I think is the truth, or on YouTube what I think is the truth, or Snapchat, or Facebook, or wherever. So that's the truth. I've never killed anybody. I've beaten people half to death. More than half to death. 90% of the way to death with my bare hands. I've beaten people in juvie, on the streets, at the freaking bar over here. I've done it and never thought twice about it. Really. I never really regretted it. Any fight I've ever been into, I've never really regretted it because I got my buttons pushed. And we all have a level that we're not going to freaking, once you get to here, that's it. I'm punching you. And my level is so high now, like I can't even see how high it is. It's so high of what I feel like I'll do to somebody while we have rules and laws in place. But if we had an annual purge and somebody came kicking my door open with a machete, I'm probably going to kill him. Because I would have to, or he's going to kill me. Now, does that mean I'm not a Bible thumping religious person? Absolutely not. I love God. I've accepted Jesus into my heart. I went through the steps of salvation. I'm a servant of God. I've devoted my life to Him. But I would break the commandments and then ask for forgiveness if I had to. I'm not going to freaking run down the street and kill somebody right now. But if I had to for my life, I would do it. If I had to. And I'd probably turn myself in the next day because I'm an honest man. I wouldn't lie. So, there you go. Don't come at me with a weapon, because I'm going to try to disarm you first. But if that doesn't work, or you won't stop, or if I can't convince you to spare me, God bless you. I'll probably see you in hell. But I don't want to ramble too much. It's already over 13 minutes long. Jeez, I can never shut up when I start talking. So I got work in the morning, one day this week. Woohoo! Whoop-de-doo. Grateful, but I gotta find a freaking real job. That's something else my brother told me. Just find a job. Do what any man would do in your situation and just go work. Stop fucking asking people for help. Excuse my language again. God, I'm trying to stop. But I'm just afraid that if I go work at a warehouse, I'm going to say something stupid to somebody and they're going to fucking try to fight me and then I'm going to have to defend myself or something like that. Or I'm going to say something stupid to somebody and hurt their little feelings and then they're going to try to fight me. Or worse, you know. I just don't feel like I can be normal anymore. Whatever the fuck normal is. So this probably isn't a very friendly message. You probably learned a little too much about me, but my YouTube channel is called Soul Searching for a reason, everybody. Because I'm soul searching, okay? I was a fat, loser, low-life, piece of garbage with no purpose, slowly and patiently waiting to die. And then I asked for my destiny to be fulfilled, and I turned into a freaking lunatic, saying God 50,000 times a day. But I'll take this guy over that guy, and I ain't turning my back and turning back into that guy, so God bless you guys. I love you. Thank you. Peace.